Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's Marquita if you're new here, and on this video we're going to be doing some menu and recipe keeping. So I completely changed my schedule for YouTube filming. Mondays is going to be meal planning Mondays. So that is going to be all about menu, recipe keeping, anything that encompasses that is going to be done on a Monday. So I'm excited about that and about getting back into menu planning. You guys know how I feel about that. That is my favorite part of planning. So that's what we're doing today. But first, if you're new to my channel, I do hope that you'll stick around and consider subscribing and also giving me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoy it. So let's jump in guys and do some menu planning. If you want to see that, make sure to stay tuned. Okay guys, so I have my Happy Planner Foodie Recipe Keeper. We are going to be focusing on keto today. On Mondays, typically with this new schedule, I'm going to be doing any type of menu and recipe keeping video. So you're going to see a multitude of things, but today we are going to be focusing on keto. So you'll see in an upcoming video, I am going to be using this Foodie Collection mini Happy Planner Recipe Keeper for keto. And so this is going to be all recipes for keto, which is going to be great. It's going to work out so fantastic for me. So I'm going to do a recipe for this. I haven't done a recipe on my channel in a long time, so I'm excited to get back into that. So we are going to be doing some buffalo chicken zucchini boats. I believe that's what it's called. That is what we're having for dinner tonight. I have officially started back on keto. And so this is what we are going to be using for keto menu and recipe keeping. Only keto. And I do use the classic size recipe organizer for my regular meals. So this is my, of course, regular planner. So I'm going to just show you how my week looks in terms of menu planning, just so you can see kind of how things look. I have already planned out this week's meals. And so let me show you. That is, we are going to actually be the first week of January. So as you can see, everything is already planned out. So I feel so good about that. And so again, tonight we're having buffalo chicken zucchini keto, and Wednesday we are doing lemon butter asparagus and salmon. Friday we're doing keto Philly stuffed peppers, and then Sunday is going to be like whatever you can get your hands on, or we'll eat out. So it just works for me that way. I cook 3 times a week. The other days are leftover days, and that works for me. I cook enough for us to have leftovers that next day. So I have not yet ordered my groceries. I'm going to order it from Walmart grocery service, but I have written out my list based on what I know I need, so I can do that. And so let's also flip over to my meal planning section. So what I would typically do is come here, and for 2020, actually we're still here in December, I haven't written out anything for my yearly. I didn't prepare one of these for 2019, so I just covered up the sections here at the top so that I can write in that month. And of course for December, I didn't write it in here, but of course, you know, I've been meal planning. And so I would typically start here, go ahead and plan out my months, and I'm going to be going hard with that for 2020. So I do have this meal planner available in my shop. So I'm going to go ahead and plan out my January meals, so that way I'll start here, pull the meals from here, and then I can plan, the next part of that process. So you've already seen my meal planning section. So I wanted to also show you my fitness section, because that is probably going to be the next part of the process in terms of planning for keto meals. And this is going to be for the entire week of keto meals. And so that'll be all in here. Whatever recipes I can find that I want to add to this will go here. A lot of times with keto, dinner is really the only recipe. Normally I will just kind of throw some things together in terms of the other meals. So this is probably going to predominantly be for dinners. And so after I do my yearly or my monthly meal planning and I plan that out, then I'm going to come here and I'm going to go ahead and plan out my week. And then whatever I put here for dinners is going to transfer onto my regular spread, which I showed you first. And so this is the Happy Planner fitness planner OG version. I love this version. I don't know why they changed it. I think this is the perfect version for fitness planning. So they do offer an expansion pack, which I did put in the description box below, just in case you're interested, because I did post this on social media and you guys some of you had never seen this before. So this is a Happy Planner fitness planner. And again, it's just classic. It's neutral. Those colors really pop off the page because there's not much color to this. And I just think it's perfect because it allows you to write in breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, your exercise, and then your water intake. You can even write in your calories here. So I just think this version is just perfect. I just don't understand why they don't offer it anymore. So anyways, this is where I will come after I do my monthly plans, and then I'll go ahead and write everything in. Writing everything in really helps me. I'm planning in 2020 to really focus on writing everything in every section of my planner. Of course, you're going to have weeks that are hit or miss, but I'm really planning to do every single week. So I just wanted to show you that really quickly, just in case you were interested. And so let's go ahead and plan out a recipe. And so again, you already know what I'm planning out. Those buffalo chicken boats, zucchini boats. So I have some stickers here that I'm going to be using. I haven't yet showed you this video on my channel in terms of a flip through. I have filmed it, I just haven't uploaded it yet. But that's the new food sticker book from the Happy Planner. This is the older food sticker book from the Happy Planner. And then we've got the new recipe foodie collection accessory book. Ooh, that is not the accessory book for that, but I do have it. So this does come with a accessory book as well. And then I've got the meal planning accessory pack. So I've got a lot going on here. I also have my Canon selfie printer. I have a link to this in the description box below, just in case you are wondering. I love this. I use it all the time for menu and recipe keeping. So that's the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and print out my recipe photo. I love to use a photo because I'm just that type of girl. I like to see things, and that makes me want to cook it more so. So I do have my phone here, and on my phone I have taken a photo of this particular recipe, which looks super duper yummy, right? So then what I do from here is I go into the Project Life app, if I can find it, and I will show you how I print the photo out. And I should still have the Project Life app. I don't see why I wouldn't, but I don't see it here. So let me go and download it again. I did get a new phone recently, so I'm thinking that's maybe why I don't have it. But I love the Project Life app. It was the easiest for me to be able to print out on here. So I just think it works out the best. Yeah, I'm not sure why it wasn't downloaded, because I did have it downloaded before. So I'm thinking it's because I got a new phone. So I'm going to wait for that to download. And I'm going to grab the foodie sticker accessory book. All right, there we go. All right, so I've got a lot of options here. So I'm going to just start picking and choosing what I think is going to work best. And let's see where that app stands. And then I will show you how to import the photo in. All right, here we go. So I've got it open. Project Life app is open and ready to go. So I click here and it's telling me welcome. Going to give me all of the welcome stuff. All right, I know how to use it, girl. Okay, so we're going to go here to the orange. You have several different layouts you can choose from. I think I'm going to go with the 4x6. Yeah, because I want just one photo. A lot of times I'll do a photo and I'll put it, at different corners of the page. But since this page is so tiny, I'm going to just do a whole page and punch it and put it in there. So let's just do the 4x6 going that direction. I hope you guys can see that. Maybe I'll turn down my aperture settings or whatever on my camera. Okay, so now that we've got that done, we need to click on it and add the photo. So it is a most recent photo. Add a photo. There we go. You can make it smaller, you can make it bigger, but I'm just going to let it flow the way it flows. I hope you can see that. I think you can. And so now that we've got that done, we are ready to move forward. And we are going to go to, it's giving me directions. We're going to go to this little arrow thing at the bottom. And we're going to do export. And then we're going to do print and select our printer, and the Canon selfie should show up If not right now, in a minute. Sometimes it takes a little time to show up. And I think that's why also is because I don't have the internet settings correct. So let me tweak the internet settings, y'all. We recently switched internet providers, so I've gotta now go in and change those settings. So make sure you do that. You get the Canon selfie printer, make sure you have that set up correctly. So I'm gonna do that really quickly, and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna keep moving forward. All right, so I went ahead and got everything connected. So as we see there, it says Canon selfie. Once we do that, you can select the number of copies you want. You can select if you want it in black and white. I want it in color, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit print. And then it's gonna take a little time, but you'll see the process of that as well. Now it says busy on the Canon selfie. And then it's gonna go ahead and print that photo out for me in full color. And then we're gonna figure out how we wanna set this thing up. All right, y'all, it is done. And the beautiful thing about this is it's got perforated edges, so I can just peel that off. So that just makes it super easy. And it's a great size. So we wanna, of course, make it the size that we want it to be. I think I'm gonna grab some washi, y'all, and make it even cuter. So this is the washi from the Foodie collection. So we can just literally pick one that we think may work. And I was trying to find one with green in it, but I don't really see one. I mean, I do, but those avocados aren't gonna work out. So we don't need that Canon selfie printer anymore. So I'm gonna go ahead and just add a little washi to the edge of this, so that way it just gives it a little extra something something. And I want to make sure that it's positioned the right way. You can even do something more decorative on the back of that blank side too if you want. So maybe I'll add a couple of stickers there. We'll see how I feel. You can do a double-sided photo if you want. You got options. So I went ahead and grabbed my Happy Planner punch because I want the discs to be the same, although I'm not a big fan of the punch because you can only punch like one page at a time. So it's a little bit annoying. And so I am going to, and I can never figure out how to get everything to line up properly. So let's see. All right, here we go. So now when I put this in, it'll line up correctly in terms of where the punch is and where the Happy Planner punch is, because my punch, the one that I use, is from Levenger and it wouldn't line up. Okay, so that's not actually where that's gonna go because we're gonna create a new page. Normally I would write on the back of this page, but we're gonna go ahead and just grab a new one out and write on the back of that. So I think I am gonna add something to the back of this. So let's go into the Foodie collection first, just because it's new and everybody wants to use the latest and greatest, because I can add some other things to the back of this to just give me a little bit more space. So that will be cool. Okay, so here is a recipe review. That probably would be pretty cool to add to the back, so I can just give my honest opinion about what I thought about the recipe. I may even use a little cardstock. I was thinking, should I use cardstock, y'all? And just amp this up a little bit further? Uh-oh, let me get that off my, should have waited, because that would make it look even better. Yeah, y'all. Let's find some cardstock. All right, so I found this Meant to Be Fab, super cute foil paper from the Paper Studio that I got a while ago from probably Hobby Lobby. So let's see what can tie into this pretty well, because I haven't yet determined, y'all, what stickers I'm gonna use. I was thinking something with gold foil, because I also want it to match with this, and I think any sticker pretty much in here is gonna match with that. I like this. It's not as light as I would usually go, but I think it could work. All right, so I have my slicer here, and I'm just going to line it up and slice it to the correct measurements. And I think I'm going to, I don't want to repunch it. So I think I'm going to use some different measurements of what I initially thought I was going to do. And we'll see how that works out. It's not going to be completely precise, and I'm okay with that. Okay, so now that we've got that done, it doesn't really match with this, but I'm okay with it. All right, let's get our double-sided adhesive. All right, looks good. So now we can start adding some additional stickers. I can add this here, but I just kind of want to wrap my head around what exactly I'm trying to do here. And all right, we're gonna just put this somewhere in the middle because I'm probably just gonna only use this page for the recipe review. Then we'll add some decor to make it cuter. Okay, this says eat more wholesome food, so that is very fitting, I think. All right, perfect. So now we are gonna move on to the recipe, y'all. And we kind of know our color scheme now. And so I'm gonna pull that out. I just wanted to kind of match it up. And of course we wanna tie in this side over here. So I'm thinking of grabbing a row of the arrows just to tie it all together. So we know it's keto because it's in this recipe book, but sometimes I do still like to write keto just so we can know that it is keto if we pull it out and put it in our classic blender for whatever reason. So let's see, I'm gonna pull the recipe up because of course we need to look at it for reference. And then we're ready to rock and roll. The good thing about it is that it's a super easy recipe, and I love easy recipes. So let's see. Okay, so it's called Buffalo Chicken Zucchini Boats. So I don't have that much space. All right, I don't think there's gonna be any zucchini in the food book, but I wanna look just to see. I doubt it. If I want this grocery bag. Okay, there's this little sticker that says, here's what's for dinner, and you can choose tacos, pizza, or something that you cook, I guess. I don't know what that is in the pan. So we're gonna put this down here. All right, so we need to go ahead and start adding these ingredients. And I think I want to tie more of that teal color in. So I'm going to look in here and see if there's anything that I can use for that. And I think what I'll do first actually is go ahead and write in all of the ingredients that we're going to need, because there's not many items that we need. And I'm going to use these little bullet points for that I already saw in here. And I could have even been more creative, y'all. Let's see. What if we do this? This is Team Extra, but I don't think it's going to be that hard to do. All right, because I noticed that there is only 4 ingredients. So this works out perfectly. All right, I think that looks great. So now we're going to write in the ingredients, which is 4 small medium zucchinis. So this is 4 servings. So I'm just gonna do medium zucchini because I'm not sure how much of this I'm gonna make. All right, and then we need 1 pound of ground chicken. So I'm going to do ground chicken. I'm not gonna do 1 pound. And if you guys want access to these recipes, they're on my Pinterest. I have a board called Keto Life. And then we need 1/2 cup of buffalo wing sauce. So I'm just gonna do buffalo. Wing sauce. All right, and because of the positioning of this, I'm gonna have to go down further. So I'm just gonna do mozzarella cheese, and I'll probably just abbreviate. And that's it. And we'll do a couple of lines just to balance everything out. So the prep time, it says that it is 10 minutes. And the cook time is 42 minutes. All right, and then we're ready to do the directions. We don't really have notes. So this is gonna be our only note for now. And then after I make this, I'll come back in here and write notes if I need to. So now I'm gonna grab like a checklist of sorts. A lot of times I pull all these sticker books out and I don't use them because it just doesn't work out to use them. You know what I mean? So in this particular case, it was no different. So now I need to see what steps I'm taking, so I can see how many bullet points. It says 6 steps, and a lot of times I can consolidate to less steps because their wording sometimes is just different than how I would word things. But we're gonna put 6. And then we're just gonna try to write smaller or condense or paraphrase, whatever we gotta do to make sure this thing fits. Maybe we'll do 5. See what I mean? It's tight. Maybe we'll do 4. I keep changing it because I want it to look balanced. I'm a big person on balancing things out, making sure everything looks symmetrical. All right, it also has a place here for me to write in how many it serves. So it said 4, but remember, we may not go by that. So we'll see. All right, it says to preheat the oven. So I need to write in that oven time. And so I'll write it here. All right, because that's important. Yeah, and then it tells me to spray a baking dish. I don't really need to write that out, y'all. I know I need to spray a baking dish. Place a non-stick skillet over medium heat, add the chicken, and break apart with a wooden spoon. So we'll put cooked chicken. Seven to 9 minutes. Then shred. All right, and then it says remove from the skillet, stir in the buffalo wing sauce. That may not, excuse me, need to be a separate step because we have 3 more spaces here. So let's see how we can add that with the next one that says, as the chicken cooks, cut the zucchini in half lengthwise. Use a spoon to scoop the seeds and center out the zucchini, leaving 1/2 inch thick boat. Place the zucchini in a baking dish. So I can just do and that's where that last bullet point would have come in handy, but it's okay. I'm just gonna write it out. Top with cheese. And the good thing is that I already have the baking temperature and everything right there at the bottom. So we're good. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna try to add something right there. This here says new recipe, although I don't really see that much of a need for this because eventually it won't be a new recipe. But since it is a new recipe, we'll add that to the bottom. You see, I only really used this one sticker book. Yeah, that's how it is, y'all. Okay, so we are ready to pop this thing back into our planner and see how it all looks. But you see how everything looks cohesive? And it worked out perfectly. So now we've got our recipe on this side, and you could add another sticker to that if you wanted to. So if I wanted to see if I could find something else that would go with it, I could. There's this one that says good food, good mood, but it's a clear sticker, so I don't think it's gonna work out. So we're not gonna do that. I wish it was a sticker that had the little white backing part, then that could work. Okay, let's look in the actual accessory book. So how about this? We'll take this. Put it at the top of the photo and write in dinner. All right, I think that looks good. So we're done. So as you can see, everything worked out great, y'all. I love this. So we've got our photo here, and then when you flip the page on the back, you can write in your ideas of what you thought of this recipe. You can rate it, and it has a little quote here. I did add this spoon here, but you can barely see it. And then on this side, we have the recipe. So that's really cute, right? So this thing is gonna look really, really good once I get it all filled in. So you'll see a mixture of me doing the photo like this and also doing the photo in the actual spread. So that's it for this recipe planning video, my last one of 2019, and I'm super excited back on my recipe keeping. So you're gonna see a lot of recipe keeping in this planner and also in my classic size planner. So hopefully you enjoyed this video and you got to see a sneak peek of my fitness planner and you got to see like kind of a little bit about how I meal plan. So I'm excited for meal planning Mondays and hopefully you guys are as well, which means you'll give me a thumbs up on this video if you enjoyed it and also consider subscribing to my channel. So thanks again guys for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Hopefully you'll come back and catch another video, in which case I'll see you then.